All right, guys, we had issues with the live conference today. My internet we're having some trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-record this, and then I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel for you guys to watch. This section, 8.4, is graphing linear equations. It's going to take us a full week probably to get through this section, this lesson. Very important moving forward into Algebra 1, okay? Guys, a linear equation. If you look at the word linear, L-I-N-E-A-R, the word line is in linear. A linear equation is in this form. AX plus BY equals C. It has an X term, a Y term, and a constant, okay? So these linear equations, most of the time, will have an X and a Y in it, okay? So let's do a sample one right now. 2x plus 3y equals 6. So look, it's in that linear equation form. It's got an x term with an a as a coefficient, a y term with the b as a coefficient, and it has a constant by itself. So that is a linear equation. So what we're going to do now, we're going to learn how to graph this. And keep in mind, this is a linear equation. This is going to make some sort of line on our graph. And remember, a line goes on in both directions forever, okay? Now, the minimum number of points you need to draw a line is 2. I'm going to ask you guys to find 3 points, okay? So let's go ahead and take this original linear equation, and I'm going to show you how we're going to go ahead and draw the line. This is how I'm going to ask you to do it in your homework, in your notebook. You're going to make what I call a T-chart, okay? And this is the form of the T-chart. You have a column for your x. You have your linear equation in the middle. And we have the order pair we're going to get at the end. Now, I just told you guys you need a minimum of 2 points to draw a line. I'm going to ask you to find 3. Now, you can pick any 3 values you want for x to graph your line. So I'm going to start out with one that's pretty easy most of the time. I'm going to choose 0 as x, okay? So now I'm just going to plug in the number I picked into x into the equation. 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3y equals 6. Divide each side by 3. Y is 2. So let's review that again. I plugged in 0 for x. I picked that value. I plugged 0 in for x. I did 2 times 0, which was 0. 0 plus 3y is just 3y. So 3y equals 6. I divided each side by 3. I got y is 2. That means the point 0, 2. 0, 1, 2. It means that point's on my line. So now I have 1 point. I'm asking you to find 2 more. So let's go ahead and pick another value to plug in. This time, let's plug in. Let's go with 3. Okay? So I'm going to do 2 times 3 plus 3y equals 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3y equals 6. Subtract 6 from both sides, and you get 3y equals 0. Divide each side by 3. Y is 0. So that means the point 3, 0 is going to be on my line. And again, I picked 3 out the sky. I picked that out the blue. So I plug 3 in for x, multiply to get here, solve the equation by subtracting 6 from both sides, then dividing by 3, you get y is 0. So when x is 3, y is 0. So 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 is on my line. Now, I told you need a minimum of 2 points to graph a line. I'm going to actually ask you to find a 3rd point, just to double check it. So let's go ahead and throw in another value for x. Let's go ahead and plug in, let's do -3. So when I plug -3 in for x, 2 times -3 plus 3y equals 6. Negative 6 plus 3y equals 6. This time, though, I have to add 6 to both sides. So I get 3y equals 12. I divide each side by 3, and I get y equals 4. So that means the point negative 3, 4 should be on my line. So let's go ahead and graph negative 3, 4. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to get out a straight edge, a ruler. It's going to be a little straighter than that. You're going to put an arrow on both sides, showing that the line continues on in both directions. And now I have my linear equation. Okay? I'm going to do one more example. And guys, we have a couple days to do this homework assignment because it is going to take a little time, okay? We're going to try to do another live conference tomorrow. And if I can't get that to work, I'll do another pre-recorded video to do some more examples to help you guys get through this, okay? Let's try another example. X minus y equals 6. I think we're going to have to extend it a little bit more on this one. Let's go up to 6 in each direction. Okay? So it's a linear equation. It contains an x and a y. I want you to find 3 points that are going to be on the line. We're going to make a t-chart, okay? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's plug in 0 for x. When I plug in 0 for x, again, my t-chart, x, whatever the equation is, then you ordered pair. So when I plug in 0, when I plug in 0 for x, I get 0 minus y equals 6, which is just negative y equals 6. That's like negative 1y. Divide each side by negative 1. Y is negative 6. So, the point 0, negative 6 is on the line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and plug in 2. When I plug in 2 for x, I get 2 minus y equals 6. Subtract 2, I get negative y equals 4. Divide each side by negative 1, y is negative 4. So the point 2, negative 4 should be on my line. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do one last point. This time I'm going to plug in 4. 4 minus y equals 6. Subtract 4. Negative y equals 2. Divide by negative 1, y is negative 2. So 4, negative 2 should be on the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And again, it's not going to be, it's going to be perfectly straight when you do it. Put an arrow on both sides, extending it past. This is not a segment. You can't just connect the dots and stop. Extend past, draw an arrow. Extend past and draw an arrow. Okay? So that's what we're going to stop today. Okay? A linear equation. It contains an x term, a y term, and a constant. Okay? It's going to make a line. I'm going to ask you to make a t-chart, a column with an x that you're going to choose, the equation in the middle, and then the ordered pair you're going to get at the end. So x, the equation, and the ordered pair. You can pick any 3 x values you want. So you can make up those values, show the work and solve your equation in the middle, and then write your ordered pair at the end. Connect the dot, plot your points, get your straight edge out, draw your line, and you have a linear equation. Okay? We're going to do a little bit each day, okay? Kind of baby through this lesson because it is an important lesson. Remember, this homework is homework 8, and it is not due till Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. So I hope this, guys, helps you get started a little bit on the homework. See you tomorrow.